So here's maybe suspected problem place. So maybe the top or the cooling things. I don't know are the cooling things or not, but this cable seems to be something crash on, and it's got a shortage or something. So maybe this shortage can causing the main board have some problem. So this is what it looks like after taking out from the box. The protection package on the side. The top cover is just put it on, so it's cover don't have any hinge or anything. So they make from the gluing together some acrylic C. So it's made from the it's not from. So it's not made from the injection molding. It's just made from the gluing together the plastic sheet. There's some tools and the component in underneath the box after taking out the printer. So let's have a more detailed look at the printer. So you can see I have two welding and one lead screw. So this is the pin bed. So it's move like this, 8.9-inch pin bed. Here's the resin tank. So on the printer it's quite simple. It's this is a resin tank. Here's a LCD screen, and here is the touch stop for the homing of the essay for the pin bed to move up and down. Stop here, and here is LCD touch screen, and the on-off button, and the USB drive reader. And they don't have much thing, just fan on the side. On the back, there's a power plug-in and Ethernet cable plug-in. Another fan here. The one addition fan out here. So it's a kind of quite simple design. So I think why it's selling for cheaper. This quite nice anodizer aluminum top. This 3D printer got full surprise. First of all, it's got cracking on the cover. So I contacted the seller and say they will try to cover it with the insurance they buy for the shipping. So this one may be covered, and maybe resend me another one. And this one it doesn't turn it on even I connect to the power supply. The power supply is warm, and so this printer doesn't even can be turned on when it shipped to me. So when I talked to the manufacturer, they asked me to maybe take it apart. to see is any wires losing inside. So they told me to loosen this free screw first on the top. Then I need to peel off this tape. This tape is hiding the cable that's connect with this LCD screen. So I need to take this screw off first. So I take the screw off first. And I need to carefully peel off this tape on the here. There's a glass on the top of the LCD screen, and here's the tape. It's hiding the cable underneath. They say you know be careful to hold it ribbon cable down, so you'll not damage the golden color or the thin copper color ribbon cable. So the tricky part is to remove this ribbon cable from here, this connector, so the whole top can be taken up. So let's be very careful to pull it out. Try to, I don't know, if I can show it here, maybe better. So lift this up, and it can be pull it out. I think, yeah, pull it out like this. So this ribbon cable is released. So this whole top can be lifted up. So here, this can be, so the whole top can be lifted up. This is the ribbon cable to connect to the whole screen. So after we remove the ribbon cable and take out this free screw, they told me to remove the side screw. Here on the back. So here's the fan, here's the thermal cable, and here's the power 24 watt. The freeze one, that's the little one. Then they told me the whole thing can be lifted up. Let's see. Can it be lifted up? Doesn't seem easy to lift up. Let's see, there's a moving. Yes, This can be moving up, and you can see. I think I need to put something underneath here. So. This is the recipe that has sent me some parts to replace the control board or something and the cable to repair the tinta. And let's see what it is. So this is the board on the right side. So we detach some cable first, and maybe losing the screw. Yes. Here's the difficult part. Some screw is some cable is like glued in to make it not easy to lose. That's the nasty part. I think we're marking the cable. It's more easy to remember. This all move. This two are attached, and these two is need to unscrew. This is a power cable to the upper cooling part and the upper control part. This part is a ground wire. So lastly is this part. Also, I kept all my screw in this film bottle, so it will not be loose. Let's remove the hot glue. This is a difficult part to remove the hot glue on the So all the cable have been detached. We can remove the ball. So the ball is removed like this. I put some tape underneath the PCB board to prevent it to be shorting when I put it on for testing first. I don't put on the screw first. So mainly need to connect this first. And Ethernet cable. The grounding to earth is not so important, I think, right now. These two. And these two power cable. The red for the voltage pass, and the black for the grounding. So after they send over this new ball, I already replaced this new ball. This is the old one, and although you can see even the cable color is not matching, they switching these two cable. The color is this one. The one is damaged here. Although the cable color is not matching, but it doesn't matter with this. I don't bother to change it. And finally, also their switching is not working, so I have disconnected the switching from here. So I want to testing the switching. So right now I'm using this jumper cable to replacing the switching. So when I jumper these two together, just like this, passing the switching, you can see it's turning on right now. You can see it's turning on. The LCD is on. The other lighting is on. And I can testing if the other function is normal or not. So I can go to the tools. Go up and down. Let's see, I'm pushing the I mean the motor is okay, something okay. And another thing is I already connect the display cable. It's actually quite difficult because you need to get through a small hole and go to the other side. Go to the other side to connect here. And it's very difficult, so I actually need to disconnect the cable from here and connect to the on the other side first. Connect to on the other side first. Then we connect to this side. Anyway, there's another way to testing the monitor. So right now, so when you take this setting monitor, you can see here the ultraviolet light is turning on. That means the ultraviolet light inside here is also normal. And you can see from the here, I don't know if you can see or not, the screen actually is lights on, so it's have a border. So this power switch, the semi, the new cable plus the switch. So let's see, it's okay. So here's the switch and the cable to replace this one. I don't know if you can separate or not. So you can separate like this and pop it in. So I guess the red and black one should be the on-off one, so it should be facing this side. And the blue and green one should be the lighting to light up the power switch. So to put the black and white one on this side, we need to put in like this. So we turn on the power and see is this working. This side is not working, so I guess it. So this side should be the right way, the normal side. When you push down, the finger is normally on. When you press again, it's off. So I think mainly it should be the cable, the original cable is damaged, not the switch. So I try to switch the cable first, to replace the cable first, to see is it okay. So it should be the green and the blue and green ones on the on-off side, rather than the other two. There's also the glue gun. Let's keep the cable attached. Need to remove the glue gun. So we detach this cable. We reattach the new one. Then we're testing the new switch, and it's okay right now. It's fits. Right now it can be turned on by the new switch. So that means also I think that this cable is damaged when I put it on or something. The connecting may be damaged because when I remove the hot glue gun, when I remove from there. So right now the things we need to do is tidy up the cable and reattach this fan cable, and also the ground wire. This ground wire to reattach the ground wire, and we can close up the printer to testing the other outside function. So this two ground wire I need to connect to this corner when we put on the screw. So these two gonna go to here. Other four screw just fixing this PCB board on the place. So I probably go to fix. So this one is more difficult. You need to align to one wire. So I think we put the screw, go through the ground wire first. I think using different kind of screwdriver will be easier. So right now the screw is in. Also the power connection and the network cable connection is right in the hole or the place when the cable is in. I don't know if it's getting hit or not, so we better not making the cable contact here. I think it's very difficult for me to because the length is quite short. It's very difficult for me to try to connect the cable before we turn it on. Before we put the cover on the top. So I just try to make a tape and try to pull it over on the other side using the tape. This side should be the downside, right? So I wonder how they assemble these stupid things. Why they make this cable so short? I think I need to make this cable longer rather than. And this cable is just still pretty short, so it's difficult to connect before you close the whole thing. So I just extension this cable, make it longer. So we connect to the red color to the red color. This cable just for connection the fans. So we put in the cable. Testing the fans. You can see the fans on here is also turning. All the fans are turning, and it's okay. So we will try to cover the place and put the cable. Pull this cable through here. Away. So we can close this up. So this can be closed up. We can hopefully pull this cable through. Then we can connect the cable to here. So let's peel off the tray. Carefully peel off the tray, don't damage the cable. fixed like this, closing the leak, closing this leak here. And moment or two, when we plug in the power cable and turn it on, to see the screen is working or not. You can see hear the fan noise is keeping. You can see the screen is turning on. And now you can see the border. I mean the screen is right now is normally turning on. You can see from the menu, it's displayed as rectangle square. So on here, the screen is turning rectangle square. The white part is actually transparency. So the UV light can be shining through to kill the resin. The black part is the LCD screen, which is the black part. It's blocking the UV light, so it doesn't curing the resin. So this is how the resin get cured by the UV light underneath. So you can see it's a ray of UV light underneath. So it's quite a simple mechanism and quite simple principle. So the build plate is going up and down from this rail, this screw rail, so it's going up and down to forming the resin painting. So the final things we put on all the screw and this is done. Also we need to clean the LCD screen for the fingerprint. Also we need to put a protected tape for here to cover this thing. So they told me for covering this electronic thing, they're just using the regular electronic tape. I think I put a double tape to also cover more on the back for extra safety. So I cover like this. Also, I'll try to clean the LCD screen. So the last thing we do is put on the screw to fix the whole thing up. I do put the screw in this container to save the screw, to easy to find. So there's 3 screws coming into here. So there's other black small screw on the side. Yeah. So after the final screw, we are all done. This is a finish. Fixing the new LCD printer. So the printer is ready for use. So right now we need to set out the pin bed level. So the pin bed is fixed on the rail, and the 4 screws have been already loosened, so it can be adjusting the height. So we turn on the machine. Then we put in the resin tank, put in the screw. Should be right in the screw hole and we tighten up. The resin pad don't need to be too tightened, just make it doesn't go around the loosey. It'll be fine. I will put a paper towel here, so when I pour in the resin. If it's got some spill out, it doesn't spill out on the here. For the resin, you can shake it up a little bit before you pour in. It should be going up to the level around the edge of here, so that's we are marking. So there's some bubble inside, but anyway, we let it rest a little bit. Then we can put on the cover. You can select the file you want, going up and down. So this one is I want pins. So you got a preview of what you want to print. That's what I. So they also got a quite nice. They got a preview of your file you're ready in the C2 software. So this is what I want to print. So I just put in the pins. Make some noise. It's exposing one layer. After one layer finished, it will be moved up and down to release the pin from the pin back from the resin tank. Yes, you can see slowly moving up to release the painting from the membrane of the resin tank. So this is how it work. After exposing the UV light for one layer. I think there's a problem when they're suggesting using the paper to set the exact height. So I think maybe you're using two paper or not. But anyway, I reset the exact height by using the resin tank. Right now it's okay. It's printing normally right now. You see layer by layer, and it's printing right now. I don't like the beeping sound, so I try to remove the fairing pin from the pin bed. They say maybe the temperature may be lower this few days, so I need to increasing the expose time for the most lower. Also need to try to re-leveling the pin bed. Maybe this side is not so leveling. Also on the language, you can change to English. This language quite easy to change. We try to re-leveling the pin bed again to loosen out the screw. So we go back to the tools and the menu up and down. So we keep the home in. The pin bed will lower it down with the pin bed loosen. So you can. So this time I will try to press down when we tighten the screw. annoying beeping sound is when you go to the system info, if you click, this is when the sound is on. This is when the sound is off. So this tells you which machines. So when you go to information, you click this icon, the sound supposed to be off. So I will increasing the first layer exposure point also to try to make the painting successfully. So the painting have done successfully, you can see. Here's another painting finished. It's also hollow in the inside. It's a 0.05 layer high. Got a little bit defect here, so this part is leaving the paint bed. So I think it got some kind of deforming on here. Otherwise, other things look nice. The LCD screen will say finish and ask you to confirm it. Actually finish it like this. And you can see there's a little bit, this side is dropping off. But the shape is still sort of okay. So let's remove from the platform to the container. Then try to wash it with water. Try to testing the water soluble function. Then we just directly go to wash it in the water. After soaking for 10 minutes, you can see the water is a little bit cloudy. There's a little bit things can be so the resin is a little bit filling out, and I can feel it's still a little bit sticky on the surface. So I'm gonna be testing drive it under the UV light, because I testing the painting washing it with alcohol or acetone, and it's working quite well. I don't even need to drive it under the UV light, but this time I think if you only using the water to wash it, it's need to be driving under the UV light to further curing the surface. It's, the surface is not really dry or not really washed out by the water. It's still a little bit sticky of the resin on the surface. Especially underneath the surface. The other part is more dry. To make it more easy to stick to the pin bed, I sanding one side of the I use the UV light. I'm gonna curing this. As the UV light going to just open it for a few seconds. Not too long. The surface already cured. It doesn't stick anymore. So turn it around to cure the other side. For this time, we're going to put in the alcohol to wash. So we got a better result. Take it off on alcohol and go to wash it with water. For this kind of what they call the washable resin, after the alcohol, even without the resin with water, on the surface it's already feeling dry, so it doesn't feel any sticky anymore after the alcohol. We just give it a more water wash. So after the washing in the water, it doesn't need to go through the UV line if you don't want to. Basically untouchable on the surface. Doesn't have any feeling of the resin sticky on the surface anymore. For the final little bit curing, you can just put it under the sun, under the light, normal light. I put this supporting from this side upside down. Hope it's reduced detail, reduced to affecting the detail on this side, which is more detail. Also try to remove the supporting after taking out from the water. So it seems to be more soft, more easy to remove just by hand.